So you all know that I love to cook, and I feel like I can make some really great gift suggestions if you have a cook in your life. Most everything that I love would make a fantastic gift. So I've compiled a list of all of my favorites, things that I own, and a couple things that I don't own, but I absolutely would love to have. And I've put together a Gifts for the Cook gift guide. Links for everything will be in the description box below this video. I'll also pin them into the top comment, and you can always go directly to my Amazon storefront where everything is compiled into a kitchen list for you. So every cook needs serving platters, and this platter set actually comes with 2 platters together, and I love this because it is long and skinny, doesn't take up a ton of room on your table. So if you're serving Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner, Easter perhaps, this is a great way to serve green beans, carrots, hors d'oeuvres. It's a neutral looking platter, has this gorgeous kind of dark brown, kind of burnt looking trim, and the platter itself is off-white with kind of a little speckled pattern in it. I use these all the time just on a regular basis, but they would make a really great gift for a cook, and the fact that you get 2 of them for a great price, you can't beat that. So most cooks have a KitchenAid stand mixer, and I know that can be a really pricey gift. I adore my stand mixer, and stand mixers come with your classic stainless mixing bowl. Well, you could give the cook in your life an upgraded copper mixing bowl. That would look so beautiful in most kitchens. And if you don't want to do copper, I have a gorgeous white porcelain mixing bowl. They're both made by KitchenAid, meant to fit into the KitchenAid stand mixer, and really elevates the stand mixer from, stainless steel bowl to, whoa, that's a pretty bowl. And if you want to give a stand mixer, I'll link mine below. I absolutely love it and use it all the time. So how about an apron for the cook? Every time I cook, I put on an apron because it never fails. I get something on my shirt. It comes in like 20 plus different really pretty patterns and colors. There's lemons, there's roosters, there's flowers, there's different colors. These aprons are 100% cotton. They have a pocket in the front, a really long string so you can tie it in the back, and they're so pretty. There's something for men and women both in this apron selection. A set of wooden bowls would make such a gorgeous gift for a cook. So this is a 3 bowl set. You have a small bowl, which I actually keep on my countertop. I keep my fruit in it. You have a middle-sized bowl and a larger bowl. So either of these would be great for salads. Just kind of depends on how many people you're serving. When I'm making a salad, I use the large size bowl. I love to line the bowl with the salad dressing first, put all of my ingredients inside, toss it so it's all so well coated, and it really is a showstopper when you present a salad on the table in a gorgeous looking bowl. So the bowls are made of teak wood, and they truly are stunning. And to go along with the wooden bowls, you could get the teak wood serving pieces. There are different set options with different pieces in them. I have the full set, and all of the serving pieces are so pretty. I keep these out on my countertop. I do have them sitting in a decorative canister that was purchased separate from the utensils themselves, but the utensil set does come with a teak wood canister and also a really great size spoon rest. There's a utensil in the set for every different style of cooking. This is basically all I cook with, and they look so pretty sitting out on the countertop. They're functional, they're useful, and would make a really great gift. And every cook needs a recipe book. I love a recipe book where I can write down my own recipes or recipes that I find online that I like to tweak and make my own. I keep them in my recipe book. I love this black cover. I think it's very chic. It matches my kitchen. It does come in other color options as well. And for me, somebody that needs reading glasses to look at my recipes, I appreciate that this is an 8.5 by 11 size book, and the recipe pages are blank, have lots of lines and plenty of room for me to write everything I need to, and I really can clearly see it. So the pages in the book are double-sided. You could write a recipe on the front, recipe on the back. I write really big, so my recipes tend to kind of flow over onto the back side, but I love that it gives me that option. There's a table of contents in the front, so you can keep track of what page your recipes are on. This is great looking out. I keep all of my cookbooks and recipe books right up there on a shelf. I think any cook would love this. You've got to have a place to keep your recipes, right? If you want to give a showstopper gift to the cook, give them my cake stand. I've had that cake stand for probably 20 years. It is so popular. It is still available today. And you all have asked me over the years, because you see my cake stand in the back of my videos, where did I get it? Well, it's available on Amazon now. It's a gorgeous cake stand with a metal base that is kind of antiqued and distressed, has a brown hue to it, topped with a beautiful porcelain plate. And then, of course, the dome is glass and has a decorative knob at the top. It is heavy, it is durable. I love to display things in my cake stand. I almost always have something inside it. It sits on my countertop and occupies one of those odd corner spaces that you really can't use for anything else, and it just kind of brightens my day. Every time I walk in and I see some great pastry in the cake stand, this really is a showstopper gift. How about a set of hobnail mixing bowls? There are 4 bowls in the set. These are nesting bowls and they are so stunning. They're made of stoneware and are great for baking and cooking and mixing all the things. They are so pretty, and I think they come in 3 different colors too. So if you know somebody who's really into Mackenzie Childs, you can get them this decorative canister. This one is so sought after, comes in several different color combinations. So think about the person you're gifting and what their kitchen looks like. Maybe they have other pieces from Mackenzie Childs. You would be on the Santa's good list if you gave this little canister. I don't actually have any Mackenzie Child stuff. Like, what am I missing? Apparently it's super popular and would make a really great gift. Every cook needs measuring spoons and measuring cups. This set of porcelain measuring spoons I just thought was so great looking, and I love that the measurement is kind of written out in manuscript. These are white, come on a leather kind of strappy tie. They're unique, they're different. It's something definitely more elevated than the little plastic set that you pick up at your grocery store that we all have. It's an inexpensive gift, but one that the recipient would probably treasure for a very long time. Or you could get them a set of measuring cups and measuring spoons that are a mixture of gold and wood. So these are really fantastic looking. The measuring portion is gold. They have really pretty wood handles, and the measurement is stamped in the wood, so it's not going to wear off. They're always going to be able to see it. This is a nesting set and would be really pretty if they were kept out on the countertop. They have holes so you can actually hang them up, or of course they could keep them in a drawer. But regardless, every time they use them, they're going to think, whoa, this is a really nice set of measuring utensils. How about some glass dispensers with these gorgeous labels? So the glass dispensers come in a set of 2 or 4, and they come with 40 different pre-printed labels and 4 blanks. And there really is a label for almost everything. Think oil and vinegar, balsamic vinegar, syrup for your coffee, sesame oil, soy sauce, sherry wine, all of those options, and there is a corresponding sticker. The 16-ounce bottles are made of thick glass. They have a gold non-drip pour spout, and the set even comes with a silicone funnel so you can easily fill up your bottles without making a mess. How about a glass spice jar set? I've had mine for years. Love it. It sits on my countertop. These spice jars are 4 ounce. You can get them in a 6 ounce, but that's pretty substantial, and they come with 2 different labeling systems. So I use the labels that run along the front of the jar. There's also round labels that you can put on the top if the recipient of your gift stores their bottles like this. I keep mine sitting up. They're clear labels with white writing. Very classy, very classic. And the spice jar set also comes with a silicone funnel, so it's easy to transfer spices from those little jars you get at the grocery store into your matching glass bottles. So I actually received this next gift recommendation as a gift myself. It was from my husband, and it is my black walnut cutting board. I love this cutting board. It sits on my countertop. It really is a showpiece, but I cook on it every single day. It is large, it is substantial. You can cut on either side. There are feet embedded into the corners so it won't scoot around. It is always level. One side is completely flat and the other side has a little groove system. So if you're cutting something that has juice like tomatoes, That groove is going to catch the juice so it doesn't roll out onto the countertop. This black walnut cutting board comes in a gorgeous box. It would make a beautiful gift. And if you're going to give them a cutting board, make sure and give them a bottle of walrus oil. This is 100% food safe oil, and it is how you clean and maintain and preserve the surface of your cutting board. You can also use this on your wooden cooking utensils and your serving bowls. Speaking of utensils, you could absolutely gift my favorite knife. I had two of them because this is basically the knife that I use for everything. I rarely reach for anything larger. This is a knife by a brand called Meeson. This is the 5.5-inch utility knife, and you can get it with different colors on the handles. This is such an incredible knife, super sharp, easy to use. The handle is very comfortable. I've had mine for years and years and love the Meeson products, specifically this 5.5-inch utility knife. Now, knives can be very expensive, and knives are really meant to last a lifetime. The Meeson knives are affordable and fantastic quality. If you want to help the cook get organized, how about these bamboo expandable drawer organizers? I have them in all of the drawers throughout my kitchen, and they truly are amazing. You can expand them to make them fit your drawer. In my larger drawers, I actually have two side by side. I have just the natural bamboo color. You can also get them in black and white. They're heavy, they're durable, they're not going to scoot around, and I love opening my drawers. Everything is neat and organized. I can see it. It is clearly displayed. It will really help your cook elevate their kitchen and keep them super organized. So let's talk salt and pepper, right? Every cook is using salt and pepper. So I have this beautiful salt cellar with a granite top. You can get this with a white top or a black top, and mine is one compartment simply for kosher salt, because I love to put my hand in my salt and sprinkle it on my food when I'm cooking. You can also get the same cellar that has a divider in the center. So you have salt on one side, you could put ground pepper on the other side. It has cushioned non-skid feet on the bottom, so it's not going to move around, and it really looks great. Like, I keep mine sitting by my stove. If you don't want to put your hands in your pepper, I love an electric pepper mill. So I'm using my salt in a cellar and an electric pepper mill. You could absolutely get two of these, one for salt, one for peppercorns, which is what I do. This operates with the touch of one button. You charge it up and you control how fine or coarse you want your pepper by a little dial on the bottom. When you push the button, it lights up. It's fantastic. It's super fast. Love my pepper grinder, and I really love my salt cellar too. If you want to give a gift that's a little bit more low key, how about a dish towel set? So you get 6 towels in the set, 3 different patterns. I have just the natural color towel set. There are lots of options to choose from, but I keep a dish towel, and I think most people do, hanging in the kitchen. These are really good looking, stain resistant, a really good size. They have a great texture to them too. Dish towels are fairly inexpensive, but very useful. And you all have heard me talk about my ice cream maker attachment for my KitchenAid stand mixer. You could gift someone the ice cream maker, my favorite ice cream scoop, and the little insulated ice cream tub. That would make a fantastic gift, like a combo gift. I have tons of ice cream making recipes and cooking videos on my channel. So if you want to give someone the ice cream maker, make sure to tell them I'll show them exactly how to make the best homemade ice cream they've ever had. This bakeware set from Pro Keeper is so fantastic. They have airtight lids, and each canister is meant for a specific purpose. There's 2 for flour, 1 for sugar, there's a baking soda, there's a brown sugar. They are designed so thoughtfully. I've had mine for a couple years, love them. My kitchen cabinet is full of my Pro Keeper set. I bought 1 set and loved it so much, I went back and got a second set. My green pan Valencia cookware set is one of the loves of my life, not exaggerating. I got this last year and it is so good. It is definitely high end. It is worth the money though. So you can get the set with a different number of pieces. I got the big old mama give it to me all set. This cookware set got the highest rating from America's Test Kitchen. They're lightweight, Love the stainless handle. They're non-stick. They are non-toxic. Food cooks so evenly in this, and I love that you get these little pads with the set. So if you're gonna stack up your cookware, which I have to do, everything is padded and protected. So the cookware set would be an amazing gift for the cook. You could also gift them the green pan wok. I make kung pao chicken and stir fries, and I love a wok. I am new to wok cooking. I've had mine about a year. You can see it is fully seasoned because I have used it so many times. I was a little intimidated at first because I'd never cooked in a wok. Now I know why Asian cooking is done in a wok. It is so much easier than trying to cook it in a flat skillet. So if you want to give something fun to the cook and they don't have a wok, gift them this. And you're never going to go wrong with simple. This is a glass storage set from Pyrex. And the reason that this one is so fantastic, it's all about the lids. So these have snappable sides on the lids. They have rubber inside, so they will completely, like 100% seal and secure, airtight, whatever is inside these. Glass dishes are dishwasher safe. You can feel good about heating up your food in these because they are glass. The set comes with lots of different sizes, and they easily stack on top of each other too, which is so fantastic. And last but certainly not least is a crock pot Dutch oven. Everybody who cooks is at least making a roast or chili or spaghetti. I love to make soups and even pork tenderloin in my crock pot. I have a 7-quart oval size, beautiful red Dutch oven from Crock-Pot. There is no reason to buy those expensive name brands. The Crock-Pot Dutch oven is very heavy, very durable. I've had mine for years and absolutely love it. And it would make a really great gift to somebody who cooks a lot or just cooks a little. So that's my gifts for the cook gift giving guide. I think there is something for everybody. See you later.